So I was talking to my friend Jake the other day, and I was telling him how easy it is to start and sell services these days.
Okay, hold on a minute. So you think you can start and sell a new service in 10 hours?
And he actually disagreed with me. So I decided to make a bet with him that in just 10 hours, I could start and sell a service to clients and actually close a deal. And if I win the bet, I get all of the bragging rights. But if I lose the bet, I have to buy him a first class ticket to anywhere that he likes. So I'm gonna start the timer now so that you guys can hold me accountable and see if I can do this in time. All right, so what I went ahead and did is I created a checklist here with all of the things that I believe are involved of starting and selling a service in 10 hours. First things first is the business infrastructure. I gotta figure out, okay, how am I gonna figure out my business? How am I going to make this an actual thing? First things first is what am I going to sell? What I think I'm gonna sell, what I want to sell is cold email outreach on behalf of businesses. It's something that I know really well. It's something that I could get up and running, something I have a lot of results for. So that is going to be a no-brainer for me. So doing cold outreach for businesses to help them get leads using cold email. And you can basically go to like ChatGPT. You could say, I want to help B2B customers get more leads. What service can I sell that would be easiest to do? After doing some research, obviously ChatGPT gave me a bunch of different services that I could be offering to people. But knowing me, I'm going to stick with using cold email to get my clients results, because at the end of the day, what your clients want is they want results. They want more business. How I can provide them more business is cold email. Okay, cool. Then I got to come up with a business name. So let's use Mr. ChatGPT for that as well. I help companies with cold outreach. Give me 10 name examples I can choose from. Let's have AI come up with this because we are on a time crunch, guys. I like precision outreach. And the next thing I know that I need is going to be a logo here. So I'm just going to go to canva.com. I'm going to create a new design. I'm going to search logo. Then I'm going to go through some of these templates here and let's find one that looks dope. I like this one. I don't like this though. We're going to keep it real simple. Okay. Logo. Let's find a target. We could just make it on the O. Boom. Precision outreach, baby. Let's go. So now we have our logo. Let's go ahead and get this bad boy uploaded here. Logos dialed in. Now for website domain, we are going to go to godaddy.com. We're going to do precision outreach and let's see if there's any. Cool. So we're going to go ahead and get this domain, add it to cart, continue to cart, and let's buy this. So we now have the infrastructure. We have the service that we want to sell. We have the business name. We have the logo. We're off to a good start, guys. This is looking good so far. Let's see if I can keep this up and we can get some results. Now it's time to actually craft the offer. So what a lot of people do when they're thinking about the offer or they're thinking about selling a service is they just say, oh, I'm going to help you with cold email. My theory when coming up with an offer is realizing one, that the offer is the main thing that's actually going to get somebody to convert. And we should focus on the offer providing a desired outcome for our customer. So we need to figure out, okay, what are the customers struggling with? What are the desired outcomes? And how can I make an offer that's going to solve those outcomes to get them to what they actually want, which in this case, with what we're selling, is going to be more clients. So I have a checklist here that I'm going to go through that's going to allow me to really get to the root of my customers' problems so that I can solve my customers' problems with my offer, but also have some good copy infrastructure so that when I begin to actually go write the emails, I'll have good infrastructure for copywriting so that when I do write my emails, that it's actually solving the problems and speaking to them. This is how we're actually going to get responses, is having a super good offer. One of the most important parts of your cold email and just getting clients in general is going to be your offer. Make sure your offer is super dialed in. Let's speed this up with ChatGPT because we're gonna be super efficient here. I do cold outreach for businesses to help them get leads doing cold email. Top 10 niches that I could help do this for. Let's see what ChatGPT can do for us. SaaS companies, B2B consulting, recruitment agencies, marketing agencies. So we're gonna do marketing agencies. I actually like this angle quite a bit. Pain points. We're going to use ChatGPT to come up with the pain points because once we understand the pain of our customers, it becomes really easy to craft the offer that is going to actually get them an outcome. So for this, what I'm gonna ask is we're going to help marketing agencies get new clients using cold email. What are the top 5 pain points of these customers? Make them polarizing and speak the language of my customers so that the pain hits deep for them specifically. Let's see. So the struggle with predictable growth, high authority clients. So we're just going to use these for speed. So let's go ahead and paste these here. The next thing that we want is desired outcomes, because what we're selling is we're not selling cold email. Oh, I'm going to set up your cold email and run it and write your copy. We're selling the outcomes. We're selling the outcomes that cold email actually provides for our customers. We need to figure those out. So what are the desired outcomes of my customers? Use the same principles of speaking their language. Pipeline that doesn't rely on luck or referrals. Nice. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing. We're going to paste these bad boys inside of our little sheet for the infrastructure. The next thing that's going to be really helpful as we scale this service is going to be unique selling propositions. So same thing here, guys, is with me selling cold email, what would be a unique mechanism or a unique selling proposition I can talk about, like blueprint or method, etc. Give me 15 examples, make them 2 to 3 words. We are doing good on time, guys. We are crushing it. We're doing good on time. All things are good here. All right, client magnet method, pipeline power play, targeted outreach engine. Let's say, give me 10 more. I like outbound authority blueprint. Let's use that. Guarantee. Oh gosh, let's think here. So because we're kind of like risking it for the biscuit, I'm going to be pretty aggressive with the guarantee. Same thing. I'm going to rely on ChatGPT to help me out with this. So let's say, give me 5 options for a guarantee of my services to these brands. I like this one. This one seems, it's kind of aggressive, but not too aggressive. The thing with like guarantees, it's helpful to have because basically what it is, it's a risk reversal and it's going to increase the likelihood of the customer to respond. So whether we use it or not, it's at least helpful to have it in some of this infrastructure. So we'll see what we decide to do here. So the guarantee here is going to be client ready pipeline promise. If we don't fill your pipeline with at least 60 warm leads, I'm just going to put in the first 3 months, we'll refund you. All right, not going to lie, guys, this is probably taking a little bit more time than I anticipated it taking to get this up to speed. I'm hoping that we can get this launched as soon as possible so that we can start getting leads and get on some sales calls and close some deals, because again, I'm not trying to send a first class ticket to Jake. So let's see how this continues to go. Part of the infrastructure, we're only on phase 2. The next thing I need to figure out is the deliverables. I got to figure out what exactly I'm actually going to be offering this person and these people that agree to a call. I know it's going to be cold email, but what is it going to be? All right, so that 20 or so minutes of research was well worth it because I got to see what a lot of other competitors are doing in the space of what I'm trying to do and got some good ideas on what they're doing from a deliverable perspective as well as some pricing insights. I think I have what I landed on as far as deliverables go. I'm going to do the infrastructure. I'm going to set up like their offer. I'm going to review their offer, make sure it checks the list that we're doing right now. I'm going to build a targeted list. I'm going to write the copy, test multiple angles. I'm going to set appointments for them. That will just eliminate all of the roadblocks to getting them to the guarantee, because if they don't know how to set appointments, it's going to be really challenging. I'm going to analyze, look over the reporting and see what's actually sticking for them. And then we scale and feed the engine with more lists based off of what's doing well. I think that's enough for now. I think I could still sell this. If I jump on a call, I don't think I need to list out every single thing at this point, just because I'm just trying to get my first client. Like I don't need to be too specific. I don't need to be too crazy with it. Let's go ahead and look at pricing just so they can cover my costs of what this is going to take. So basically what I'm going to look at is like infrastructure, offer audit. This is maybe like 2 hours of time, email setup. We can buy the software for them. Sure. That's going to be $97. List building. Let's just budget $300 for this. Writing copy. This is probably going to be 2 hours. Setting up appointments for them. We could probably have a VA do this. Let's call it 60 hours a month at $5 an hour. Look over reporting, see what's sticking. This would maybe be like 3 hours a month. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put myself at $50 an hour. So this would be $100. This is going to be $300 for the list. Write copy. That's going to be $100. You can train an appointment set for $5 an hour to be really good at this. So that would be $300, $150. Basically what I'm looking at is $100, $97. Let's just round it up to 100. $300. Oh, we got to get the emails as well. $400 for that maybe. $400, 100, 300, 150. So knowing this, my cost of goods sold is going to be $1,450. And I can multiply that by, let's call it 3, round it to $4,500 retail all in. But we're going to do analyzing and scaling. So that's going to be some extra time. I'm just going to do $6,000 paid in full for 3 months. That's going to be my pricing. And the logic that I did is I basically just broke down the deliverables, how much time it's going to take, who I could to help me out with this, what's the cost of every single hour, because time is money when you're selling services. And that gave me $6,000 paid in full, which I think is pretty competitive. Now I have to build a website, because what I don't want to happen is I don't want clients to come on our page or check us out and be like, oh wow, these people are not legit. They don't have a website and this is just not credible whatsoever. So what can I do to do this quickly? Let's just Google free landing pages. Ooh, free landing page builder and creator in Canva. Nice. I'm just going to use this. So let's add this to our website. Cool. Let's use that photo. At the end of the day, if I'm just trying to sell my first client, I don't need to have like this crazy website. I think a lot of people spend a little bit too much time on this kind of stuff, but it's not going to be the end of the world if you're just starting to get your first client. The cold outreach will help for the first client, but if you're more established and this is a game plan that you're wanting to do, then I'd for sure pay a little bit more attention to it. Let's publish this website. I could use precision outreach, publish site. So website is done. Good enough for now. And I'm trying to spend my time on the things that are actual needle movers for us, not things that are going to like help with the brand necessarily. Like I care about that. Like that is a huge part of cold outreach. But for the sake of this, I'm really just going to focus on the needle moving activities, which is going to be the copy, the pricing. When I actually begin to go sell this stuff, that's what's actually going to be most important. All right, guys, I've been sitting in this chair for a really long time. Things are going well. I'm only on phase 2 still. So let's just hope I can keep up the pace so that I can spend the most time getting leads and getting on these calls and hopefully closing a deal. So let's see how it goes. All right, so now that we have the offer creation, the business infrastructure, we're pretty much set up to start selling this, in my opinion. I feel pretty good about this. I feel pretty good about this offer. I feel pretty good about this niche. I feel pretty good about what we're offering to people, that it's a pretty solid pain point with a pretty clear solution. Pricing is competitive. A lot of people doing this, and there's a lot of people within my niche. So I'm feeling pretty confident, I would say, that we can get this knocked out. But my real goal right now is I need to start the lead gen process so that I can start booking some calls and getting some things happening, because that's what's going to be most important. After we do all this, what we need to do is we need to actually set up the infrastructure of reaching out to people and generating leads. Of course, I'm going to use cold email because that's going to be the fastest way to reach the most amount of people in the smallest amount of time. So what I need to do is I need to log into Instantly. I need to start building lists, and I need to get the emails to send from, because I can't just be sending from my email and I can't be doing outreach manually, because that's just going to take forever to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to instantly.ai. We're going to create an account and log in. So I have an account here. And as we can see here, I have a few emails sort of warmed up, some ready to go, but it's not nearly enough to actually scale and sell a service within the amount of time that I have to actually sell this service. So what I need to do is I need to get emails to send from. What most people do is they manually do outreach, they manually DM, they manually email, and it just takes forever. With Instantly, we can literally send thousands of emails today, given the software and the tools that they have. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to add new. I'm gonna set up emails. What I don't wanna do is send a bunch of emails from my current account and just burn my domains, end up in spam, all that sort of stuff. I need to buy emails to send from so that I can have multiple emails that I'm sending from, so I can send the volume required to actually get results and sell the service. The cool thing with Instantly is they have pre-warmed accounts, pre-made accounts and domains with generic names, which is killer. If I can do this, I can literally start getting emails right now. So I'm gonna get 15 domains. So that would allow me to be able to send 2,250 emails every single day. So I'm gonna buy this many because a lot of people underestimate how much volume we need to be sending to actually get results. And the cool thing is I can add a forwarding domain to all of these domains. So everybody who is like edgeengage.co, edgeengage, GoFlow Core, etc. Anytime somebody looks that up, I'm just gonna redirect them to my Canva website. When they start to do the research, at least I have something up. That's all that matters. So payment is in process. Cool. So now we can see that these emails are pre-warmed. So I don't need to wait 2 weeks for them to be warmed up, because again, I'm just trying to get my first lead. So I can check this off the box, and this didn't take me too much time. I got emails to send from. I can start sending emails as quickly as I can start building out these campaigns. We need to figure out who we're going to send these emails to. Like when it comes to list building, I mean, I could search Google, I could go on LinkedIn, I could find a bunch of emails. But the cool thing with Instantly is I can literally find a list of leads right in here. What I can do is I can go to industry and keywords. I can type in marketing and advertising services. So what this is going to do is going to pull a list of everybody in the industry of marketing and advertising. How else do I want to filter this? Okay, I only want CEOs. I only want founders, co-founders. So this gave me a list of 108,552 founders that do marketing and advertising of some sort. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this list because I'm gonna keep using this because there's 108,000 people on here, which is incredible. First, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into my campaigns. I'm gonna add a new campaign. I'm gonna do marketing agency cold email lead gen. Okay, so I'm gonna start to build out my campaign inside of Instantly. Okay, now what it's going to ask me is gonna say add some leads. I'm just gonna go to lead finder. I have the saved list right here. And what I can do is I can click add to campaign. We will add 10,000 verified leads to your campaign. So it's not like they're just gonna add all these emails and like we're gonna spray and pray and hope these are actually good contacts. It goes through a verification process so that I know that every single person I'm emailing is in the marketing and advertising space. So I'm going to go ahead and add it to here, add to campaign, and we are good to go. We are making good time. I'm starting to feel a little bit better about this whole process, starting to feel a little bit better about how long it can really take to get this dialed in. So now as that is getting uploaded, I'm good for list building. We have gotten through 3 of the 7 phases. We're doing well. Okay, we are doing good so far. So the next thing that we need to do is copywriting. So copywriting is one of the most important parts, if not the most important part of having success with cold email, because the copy is like the creative. Copy is what's going to get their attention and get somebody to actually take action on the email campaigns and actually turn into an appointment, turn into a lead for your business. If we're not good with copywriting, then it's going to look like a spam email and it's going to end up in the trash folder, or you're going to send all these emails and nobody's going to respond and you're just going to be discouraged. So what we need to do is we need to create campaigns and write copy. So if I go to Instantly, we already created the campaign. So what we need to do is we need to start writing copy for this campaign. When I go to sequences, what I can begin to do, so I can see that the leads are being added in the leads, which is good. They're getting verified. I can see the email provider, all that good stuff. So now what I need to do is I need to write copy. Okay. So again, I'm trying to speed this up as much as possible and do this quickly. So subject line, I'm going to do first name, thoughts. I'm going to say, hi, first name, curious. Do you also struggle with chasing referrals at your agency? The reason I ask is because we help agencies build a predictable sales pipeline using our having to worry about where their next deal is coming from. Could I shoot you over a personalized video, how it all works? Cheers. So for speed, I'm avoiding the personalized line. I'm just getting straight into it and we're just gonna see how this goes. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a variant and the variant's gonna be somewhat similar. I'm gonna do one more variant. Awesome. So we have 3 different variations with 3 different things that we can test. So now what we want to do is we want to create follow-up sequences basically from the first message. So this is the first message that is going to test out 3 different variations. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use the previous line subject and we're going to send some follow-up emails. Beautiful. Love it. Simple. Straight to the point. We do another follow-up. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna do one more email and I'm gonna do 1 day apart. That's a little aggressive, but we're running out of time here. So 4 emails total. I'm not writing a novel. I'm really just trying to like hit on the pain and hit on the desired outcome of the customers because that's really what they want. And that's really the purpose of that in copy. I'm really just following up on sending more information because what we're doing is we're messaging a bunch of cold people and we want them to raise their hand and show interest. All right, so now that this is pretty much ready to rock, all I need to do is hit go. So I'm gonna go to options. I'm gonna select all of the accounts that I just bought here. I am going to go ahead and click launch. We can send 2,000 emails a day. So I'm gonna get this bad boy launched. We're officially live, guys. Let's see how this goes. All right, guys, we're officially live with our campaign. Now we play a little bit of a waiting game and see if this is actually going to produce results. We pressed launch. I think we did all the work that we needed to do. We created a killer offer. We created really good copy. We got really good lists. We did it pretty efficiently, but proof is going to be in the pudding. So we'll just wait and see. So I'm going to give it a little bit of time and I'll check back. All right, so now that the campaign is launched, we have what's called a Unibox inside of Instantly where we're going to start to see all the replies. All I need to do is I need to open up. I can see the positive replies inside of here and I can mark them as interested, all that good stuff. I can simply reply to them and try to book an appointment. So things are looking pretty good so far. Now it's about getting on a call and seeing how this actually really pans out. So Jake, I think you're in for it, bro. All right, y'all. It's been about a week since we launched this campaign. I wanted to give it some steam before we check back in with you. But I mean, as you saw, the results came in pretty quick because we were shooting pretty hardcore, sending over 2,000 emails every single day. I actually ended up buying more emails so they could add the volume. But let's go check out the results of what we got here. What we can see in the last 7 days, I sent 20,000 emails. I got 2.4% of people to reply to me, and I had 38 positive replies. So 38 people saying yes. I did book some calls and I did get people to be really excited about what I was going to offer, but I'm not actually doing this. So I didn't follow through with the people that said yes. I just wanted to get them to say yes on a call and then have the proof of the recording that I could send to Jake and prove that right. Not bad results in just less than 10 hours of work to produce this and in a week be able to book this many calls. And I did posit we could for sure continue to keep this rocking and rolling. So that goes to show, guys, this is super simple to set up. If you just follow the same exact instructions that I followed, you could also have results just like what you're seeing right now. So if you're watching this video and you want to see exactly how I was able to book calls using the exact same strategy, you should click on this video right here where I explain everything. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.